What's good, leaders? Welcome back to another episode of Neuro Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Kyrie Green. Today we have a very special guest with us. It's crazy because this is the first female that we had come talk with us. So this episode gonna be real special. She's an entrepreneur, currently in college, and is doing a lot of great things that I know that y'all would love to hear about. Thank you for coming to speak with me today.
You're welcome. Hi, my name is Meirah.
All right. How you been?
I've been good.
You're a sophomore now?
No, I'm a junior.
Oh,
I'm in my third
junior.
year.
Oh, you on your third? Oh, time flying. Yeah. How has everything been since you graduated so far?
Since I graduated high school, things been good. I just been trying to figure life out and everything like that, and it's been good. It has its up and down, but you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people, they say talk about when they graduate, they feel like everything is just gonna be cool and jolly. I mean, once you graduate, man, life punch you dead in the face.
No, for real.
Once you graduate, I always said, with Brother Kareem and everybody back at the school, I always said, you graduate school, graduate high school, that's when, that's when the marathon really start. You just did 12 years of a warm-up, and now it's time to really race. You got locked in. You got locked in.
Seriously, that's the first time, you really on your own. Nobody telling you to get up, go to school, do this.
Nobody.
And it's either go to work or go to school and trace what you want.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Yeah.
You gotta make a way for yourself, and that's something that you definitely doing.
I'm trying.
So, you recently just launched a new business,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Talk a bit about that.
Yes. So I recently just started my new business, which is hair. I got into the hair industry. My brand is called Timeless Extensions, where I sell different strains of hair. I just dropped my Burmese curly hair. It's a curly hair for cute for natural styling, just easy maintenance and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been. I just dropped it literally last month ago, and it's going good so far.
And before that, when we first met in school, you were telling me about the business that you had going, which is it has your name in it,
Yes.
which is great because a lot of businesses nowadays they have they're attached to somebody's name, maybe a last name or something.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people say businesses when they have your last name or a name connected to it, it holds a different weight. It make you want to push it more. But how is that business going? Meirah, what is it? Meirah MLC?
No. It's called Meirah, and it stands for Making Everyone Realize Ability. So it's actually spelled MERA with a hyphenated E.
Okay.
And I started that brand. Well, I just rebranded because before I was known by selling jewelry, and then I got into drop shipping clothing. But then I went to my own clothing line, so that's when I created that brand. And it's been doing good. I dropped my hats. I dropped a line of hats, t-shirts, socks, t-shirts for men and women. One thing about that is so expensive, and it takes so much time, preparation. And I be trying to find a balance in between the clothes and then my school life, then my personal life. It's oh my goodness, I get overwhelmed or whatever. So I be trying to make a way. So I just like to have different incomes because sometimes I gotta step away from others and get to something else and then come back to it.
Yeah, take some time off. People don't understand when it come down to running a brand. I wouldn't even just say a clothing brand, but a brand or a business. The investment on a lot of that stuff, especially now with the times and the things that we deal with, is expensive as hell.
It really
expensive,
is.
and for anybody with a brand, when it come down to dealing with manufacturers overseas or anything like that, the times that you have to wait, the wait times is long. You might wait 2 months for one sample. That's not including a load or something like that. Then they gotta produce the full bulk order, and you just waited a total of probably about 4 months. After investing
seriously.
all of that money.
No, that's one thing I learned too. When I first started my business back in 2020, I was using my own money or my parents' money to invest in my inventory. And as I got older, and like time went by. Right now I'm in like my 5th year of my business, and I learned to get into business credit and creating an LLC, which is so important because it creates funding for your business, so you don't gotta like spend it out of pocket. So you don't gotta like save money and like spend your own money. All you gotta do is like apply, get your LLC, get your business credit line, and just pay that money back once you make your profits from your business.
So I had to touch base on that, like with business credit. A lot of people don't know, like there's a ton of people out here who will, you know, give you the money and fund a project that you want to, you know, or a business you want to create. A mentor of mine, workout landlord, he always talked about, you know, using other people's money to build your dream, like, but doing it the right way. You know, going to get, you know, lines of credit, you know, through your business.
Right.
Instead of using, you know, figuring out, damn, I gotta save up all of this money to, you know, fund this project.
Doing that take time. By the time you get that amount, it's like that whole new year. Like
it's a whole new year.
It's really like
everybody wants something different, and you know they may not want what
but
you got. But
that's one thing I can say as well. Like it's definitely money out here. You just gotta find it or talk to the right people. Like expand your bracket. Expand like a category, meet new people, and just be a little be outgoing. Go to networking events, collab with people. What I'm trying to say, I say that
networking
to get
is
to
everything, man.
It is.
Networking is everything. It open a lot of doors for you. With collaboration, is there any like collaborative projects that you're working on right now?
Currently, no. I've been focused just on like as an independent like entrepreneur, just doing my own thing with my team. I haven't did any collabs yet, but I did one before, but I didn't drop it.
You did one before, you ain't drop it.
We didn't drop it.
Why you ain't drop it?
There was a like a couple of things misleading, a couple of things, just like stuff behind the scenes that wasn't professional. So I like kind of like.
Step away from the project. That's understandable.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take it back to like when you first started your business.
Okay.
What made you like? Did you always want to be an entrepreneur growing up?
I knew I had a gift. I didn't know I was gonna be an entrepreneur. I didn't know that. But how I got started is so funny because my godmom, she was selling jewelry. So what happened was she was like, "Oh, like I don't want to sell it." She was selling it like word through mouth or like to like her friends, family, coworkers, stuff like that. So she was like, "Oh, here, Meirah, like I'm gonna give you this jewelry, like see what you can do with it." So I'm like, "Okay." So I like create a website. Mind you, I don't know how to create a website, but like I went on YouTube, I Google stuff, and I just like found the website builder, and I learned how to put the merchandise on the site and a title and a price. So that's what I did. I did like little photo shoots for the images that I was going to sell, and that's how I got into the jewelry line. And then I invested in more jewelry, and then more jewelry. My jewelry line, oh my god, it went crazy. Like that's what kind of made me. So people know me for like selling like jewelry and stuff like that. So that's how I got started, and then I expanded to selling like drop shipping clothing, like clothing that was already made, like boutique clothing. I got into that or whatever, and that went good. And then I'm like, matter of fact, I want something more that's like more meaningful, more like I can like kind of keep investing into. So I'm like, okay, let's do my own brand. Then I got to my own brand, and that was a lot of preparation. It was a lot. I'm like, jeez. Then I see what everybody. It's easy to keep.
It's a lot.
It's easy to create one, but keeping it,
maintaining it. It's easy to get something going. Just maintaining it is
crazy. It's so hard, but hey, anybody that got a brand, keep going. Like keep pushing. It's hard, but
you example of it. You've been going for 5 years. You said you gonna turn your 5th year. A lot of people don't even make it through their first, let alone 6 months, because the difficulty, like they see it, it may not be what people portray it to be on like social media or like that's what they say.
You can't fake results. Like it's either it's going to show, like you're going to have customers. People going to be saying, "Oh yeah, like I like this brand." Like you can't fake results. Eventually, we're going to catch up to you. But okay, like you perfect.
Definitely. It's somebody who was at my mentor's event. His name is Herman Dosey. He has a saying that he always likes to say, which is results has receipts. So basically, with like he helps people with getting business credit, repairing their credit, and he always says like just because I'm saying it worked, y'all don't gotta take my word. Y'all can go look at, you know, the examples of the people that I help, because, you know, success and the results that, you know, I'm talking about, I have receipts for it to show that it's actually, you know, it's actually working. It actually does something that can get you somewhere.
I agree.
So maintaining the business is difficult, right? And I know you deal with a lot of like hiccups and, you know, roadblocks. What are some of the, you know, hardships or difficulties, you know, you've had to deal with or overcome, you know, in your years of business?
Ooh, number one, off the top of my head, money. There was times I ain't got the money for it. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you got to make a sacrifice. And like, do you really want to like invest in yourself again and like take all the money that you have and invest into yourself and like have the mentality to make that back plus double? Like, you got to take a sacrifice, which I've done plenty of times, but I'm getting older now and I got bills. So it's like, okay, now everything got to make sense. So I got to plan everything accordingly or whatever. That's why I got into the business credit and the other side of the business, which is way easier. And I can like kind of freelance more and like navigate how I want to like invest into my money.
Yeah. So I know it's probably, you know, a couple people, they keep hearing, you know, this business credit thing. Give them like, what is the process to that? Like, if you could describe like the process, you know, some of the steps you need to take in order to, you know, acquire business credit. Talk about that process.
The process, I'm gonna speak on my behalf. For me, I had got my LLC. I got my LLC made. Over time, I got like stuff in the mail. So like over time, I got like letters in the mail from different banks saying like, oh, like get a line of credit for this amount. Some was less, some was more, but I kept getting like letters in the mail or whatever. So I'm like, okay. At first, I was just like pushing them to the side. Like I was like, okay, like, shredding them. So eventually, I kind of stopped. Like, let me like really get like see what they're talking about. So I got with Navy Federal or whatever, and I was looking into theirs and like looking at the interest rate and how much I would receive and stuff. And that's kind of like how I went about it. So it's like kind of like just two steps. Get your LLC, and then like once you get your LLC, they come to you. Like the money comes to you.
Yeah.
Like they send it in the mail. Like they send different award letters or different promos that they think you'll be interested in.
Even now, I can say like I get that type of stuff in the mail. And I know a lot of people when they get that type of stuff is like they just push it, you know, shove it to the side.
That's how I was.
Toss it in the
Until
trash.
I was like, let me really take the time and really read what they're saying.
Because they try to throw you an offer and it might help you, you know,
Seriously.
get that bulk order, go get that building, you know, get that inventory for you to take off and, you know, do what you got to do. Now, you know, I told you what the platform is all about, you know, bringing people on to inspire, you know, the next person. And as I said, you're the first female to come on the platform and speak with us. So I appreciate you for that. If you know, for any, you know, viewers who may want to start a boutique or, you know, get into a line of work that you're in or already, you know, been in, what are some tips and tricks you can give them to help them out?
Some tips I would give is to create a plan. And a plan that makes sense. And be realistic with yourself. Like, you got to be realistic. That'd be, like, my first thing I would say. Also, like, make sure you want to do it. And, like, keep going. Like, you know, you might not see sales 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You might not get no money. But that 4th month, that 5th month, that 6th month, you got it. Like, you're making good money. You got a consistent cash flow. As long as you're doing your part, promoting it and making it look good, somebody's always watching. Whether they're not buying, somebody is always watching. So I always tell myself that. Because I used to get discouraged, like when I ain't make money 1 month or like my sales would drop, like dang, like okay, like what is not good enough no more. But I had to realize these people are watching. And eventually somebody's going to buy. So I just got to keep that mentality as well.
Definitely. I hear, I come across a lot of clips of like, you know, streamers or people who, you know, are in a place of success already. And they always talk about like, you know, with your content, whatever you're doing, keep pushing it out to people. Keep posting on Instagram. Keep posting, you know, your vlogs on YouTube because you never know who's watching. Like some people, you know, they watch and they might not, you know, interact, but, you know, the time will come and y'all cross paths. And I recently just saw like and how ironic it is that it will relate to, you know, the platform. Rod Wave was speaking about. He just said like, you know, in this moment right now, it's somebody like they're coming up. You know, and they'll eventually reach, you know, a level that, you know, he's at or somebody else is at. But right now they on a come up. They may be going through the same things that, you know, he went through, but they're going to eventually get up there, and he gonna be the one to call, like, I like him, yo, come on, we gonna do something together. And that's really what it's all about. You never know who watching. Everybody see, I see examples of it all the time, like clips or just like talking to people. They like, yeah, like I didn't know this person was watching, what I was doing.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, like you'd be surprised.
Even like who your target audience will be, or
surprised,
who like what you got.
Definitely.
Another thing I wanted to target was also like you have to like be the person you want to become, and also like yourself represents your business, your brand. So anybody interested in starting a brand, make sure you carry yourself very highly. Make sure you're doing the right thing. You got a good reputation, a good background history.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you said that. A lot of people like they don't understand, especially when you're building a brand. It's not established. You are your brand. Like your face is your brand. So when people think of the clothes you got, whatever you're doing, they gonna think of your face. You as a person. How important, like, do you feel like it is to make sure that even outside of your brand, just in your personal, it is to still uphold that like image, like as a good person in general? Absolutely.
Your character reveals a lot of things. It holds power. It holds weight. Your name holds weight. You really have to cherish that, and like anything can ruin it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like anything. So yeah, not too many people know me, but like some stuff I don't have to say. It speaks for itself. Like I believe like what's understood don't have to be explained. But when you talk to me, you could kind of see that I'm very like down to earth. I'm very like easy going. I'm trustworthy. Like I feel like my background is very like nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect at all. Yeah. But I'm saying like I feel like my background it like meets my business at a good point. Like nobody can be, like she's rude, or I had a hard time with her, or we had a good place. It's all good results. Like my customers are always satisfied and they come back.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a great individual. Down to earth, nice, nowhere near rude, like at all. Far from it. If you could think like 5 years from now, where do you see yourself in your business?
5 years from now, I'd like to give me a minute, y'all. Okay, so 5 years from now, I do want a warehouse where I can stash all my stuff. So that's one of my goals. Cause like having all that stuff in your house, all them boxes, y'all, it just be a lot. It's taking up room. It's ugly. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's horrible. So I do want a warehouse that keep all my merchandise at. Also, I just want to keep going. I want to build a team.
Yeah.
I want to make my brand or whatever I got going on that will take off completely. I want to make it like generational, and I want to hire people. I'm also in college, so I think I want to really focus on like my major, what I went to school for. But like I said, I want to make my business kind of like generational, and I want to like hire my mom and a couple other people, like strangers, just to like handle it for me.
Okay, so you spoke about making sure you maintain a good character and a good reputation for your business. To me, that sounds like marketing. That relates to like marketing. Your business. How important is marketing when it comes to running a business?
Very important. If you're not marketing, you ain't got no sales. Marketing is sales. That's like it's money. You have to promote yourself. You have to create content.
Definitely.
Like different things, like the littlest things. Like and marketing ain't that. It's not that hard, honestly. But as long as you're making your product look pleasing or make consumers want to buy, you're good. That's what marketing is. Making consumers want to purchase.
So you don't gotta give like too much of the sauce.
Okay.
But talk about like a marketing strategy that you use or you've used and it worked and you've seen results from it.
A marketing strategy that I use. I would say literally posting on all your platforms. Whatever you on, post on every single one of them. I don't care if you got to post the same thing every day. Keep posting it, because one day or the time you post it is going to go viral. Like I experienced that on TikTok and Twitter a lot of times. Instagram rarely, but Instagram I have a lot of viewers. But as far as like going viral on a product, it will always be like Twitter or TikTok for me.
Yeah, TikTok is a crazy platform to market anything on. Yo, you can go viral from anything on TikTok, like anything.
Seriously.
Any and everything goes viral on TikTok. I see a lot of things like random stuff going viral.
No, for real.
Videos of cats, like you just sitting there talking. Like I recently came across a video like an individual was talking about like just something that had happened with him in another relationship, in a relationship that he was in, and he was like he wasn't expecting it to go viral, and it got millions of views. Like it got millions of views. Like utilizing,
that's TikTok for you.
Utilizing all of those platforms to market your business, you know, or your brand is highly recommended. Seriously. And it's very important, because if you don't, it's like you just gonna sit with product. Don't nobody know who you are. You gotta get yourself out there. You gotta you gotta make people know who you are. You gotta put the stuff in front of everybody. Like you said, even if you gotta post the same video every day. Just post something. Seriously. And make it look, appealing to the eye. Don't just post anything now. Don't just post anything. But put some effort into your content. Don't just post any video. And you put a lot of effort into your content, your marketing.
I try.
I feel like you do a great job when it comes down to marketing, your business.
Thank you. I just got into AI marketing. Makes my life so much easier. I highly recommend, if you got like an idea, a prompt in mind, to suggest it to AI, to tell AI your ideas. Definitely. And it would create like a flyer. It would create an image for you that you could use to promote.
AI, I swear, like people always talk about they use AI for papers and all of that. Yo, AI is like my business partner. Like dead serious is like my business partner.
We here to work smarter, not harder.
No, definitely. Like when it come down to even something as simple as like planning out content, I type up in ChatGPT, my business model, what it is that I do, and what type of content I want to produce. And at the end, I say, create me a 7-day schedule to post. It'll write something back to me with a title for the video, the video itself, like a breakdown of it, and even a prompt for the video, even a prompt for the video, like for a whole 7 days. And then it come back like, would you like me to, put it on make a PDF of it, or would you like me to, generate more ideas for you? Like AI is a powerful tool, and it's something that definitely should be utilized when it comes down to business. Like
we have to make good use of our resources. Like we got all these social media platforms. Make good use for it. Like I tell myself all the time, if it wasn't for like my businesses, I probably wouldn't be on social media, because I really don't like it, for real. But for the sake of my following, I'm like, I put it to use. I got followers, and followers can bring me money, so I make the best out of it. Yeah,
social media can be, it's very draining. It's draining. It's the same thing. I always say, like...
Yeah, I hate the stereotype, because I feel like crazy. People see me from my social media and they swear, like, oh my God, I thought you was me. Like, people meet me, they're like, I thought you was me.
I don't know where people would get something like that.
I'm just like, just because a person, like, carries so highly or get dressed...
I feel like it may stem from, like, the, like, persona or, like, the image that people feel like is painted for, like... females that come from Philly, or like this something like that.
I don't know, because if you see my Instagram, you wouldn't think I'm from Philly. You wouldn't know where I'm from, honestly. I was like, I don't know. I just don't like the stereotypes, and I do feel like looks can be deceiving. People judge you based off how you look, but you can't judge a book by its cover.
Definitely can't do that.
But me coming on here speaking kind of made people see how I am.
This is a chance for them to see like how you are as a person. People see me all the time, but I'm like, I thought she was me. I thought she was like this. I thought she was like that. I'm like, what? Like, definitely. So we gonna do a segment of something called like Leaders Toolkit, right? Give the viewers 3 things that you feel like they'll need in their toolkit. It could be a book to read, a way a characteristic, a way they need to carry themselves, or just like a mindset to keep. What are 3 things you feel like they'll need in their toolkit?
Number 1, I would say support. Have a good support system. around. Whether that's like a mom, a brother, a cousin, your friends. Make sure you got at least one person, at least somebody in your corner that can understand you, that's there for you, that supports you, no matter if you didn't blow up yet. Like somebody just by your side to come be on the journey with you. I say support goes a long way. Also, I say you have to do research. Like, this stuff don't come to you overnight. You don't learn it overnight. You have to do your homework on it. If you want it bad, do your homework on it. Like, me, this might sound a little weird. Like, I would watch, like, little motivational videos on TikTok to, like, get me in the zone or, like, make me feel like a loser and I ain't got nothing and I got to chase something. Like, to build my, like, mindset, like I want this so bad. Like, I got to make this work.
I do it all the time. So, all the time.
I say motivation, like as far as like videos, quotes. I ain't gonna lie, a video. I mean, like a video that I like watching is Oprah. I like Oprah speeches, and I would say a book I recommend getting. What's the one I was reading? I think it's called How to Get Rich or How to Maintain the Rich. I'm sorry. Once I get the title correct,
we gonna get the title and put it in the description for y'all. So y'all, we even gonna put the link in there for y'all so y'all can go get the book.
Yes, but it's a good book. I learned a lot from it. In the 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that book. I read that book.
I had watched the video. It's like an audio. Like
the audio book. Audio books are getting popular.
I actually liked it.
Somebody just told me like they were on Spotify listening to audio book, and I'm like wait, how long is the audio book? He's like, bro, it's 8 hours, but it's good. And
it was they be long, but it's like a chapter though. You just got like break it up. Like, all right, like if you heard a lot, if you done for the day, just pause and come back to it the next day.
Definitely. I
like audio books.
Yeah, after hearing like. Because I thought, like, majority of audiobooks you had to purchase. But he's like, nah, bro, you're on Spotify. And after I'm like, all right, now I know I can go on Spotify and listen to some audiobooks. Especially, I keep saying I want to read Walu's book. I want to read his book. I feel like he got some game in there for sure. Like, or just something that can, change, my perspective on some things.
Right.
You talked about support. How important it is to have somebody by your side. Even if you didn't reach, a level of like blowing up or anything like that. When it comes down to like you dealing with, a slow season or, things, sales dropping after having a good month, how do you get through those hardships? Like, how do you get through those moments?
So I'm all for the entrepreneurship, but one thing I had to learn, to be the boss, you gotta be like an employee first. Like, you just can't wake up and like, I want to be a boss. Like, you gotta see somebody else be a boss and like see how they carry it and see if you like their character traits. So some bosses are mean, some bosses be cool. So I work or whatever. I'm a teacher. Okay. I just started being a teacher. I did my training and stuff and on my classes, so that's good. And I like to not to put you in my business too much, but like what I do is like you use your money like that you have from like your job or like your employment, and you invest it in yourself. However you do that, whether you gotta put some money to the side, this amount or that amount, put some to the side and get back on your feet again. Like stuff happens, so like you just gotta push through and make a way. Like. You can't just sit down like hoping, okay, like I get a sale to that. Like, no, you gotta go get it. Like, you gotta go back to work, try it again. Try it again.
Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. And just keep pushing.
That's how like I kinda like get pushed through them hard times. Like, okay, I gotta work. Like sometimes like the entrepreneur world gets slow, and also based off the economy. If the economy's slow and everybody money getting tight, so is yours. We're all affected by the smallest things. So it's like we gotta realize that like it's also economics in this as well. You might think, okay, just entrepreneurship, but it's more that come to it. Like
definitely
the world is like revolving, and world affects you any slight way. Like your customers, like
they got to pay more in taxes. They got to kick out more money for this. Things get tight. It's like you'll reach a slow season. Seriously. It's a slow season in everything, but you gotta find a way to navigate through it, and just having something you can fall back on. Your 9 to 5 where you clock in and clock out at. You know, you can fall back on that for a little bit, and you know, why through that slow season you can plan for, you know, how can you utilize, you know, this time wisely. How can you plan to, you know, get somewhere?
Like, I'm all for like being a boss and stuff, but like sometimes you really gotta work and, you know, get back on your feet, try it again, or sometimes keep your job and still do your business and have two incomes. Okay, you got some from this, you got
two
your
incomes
check.
Is better than one.
Exactly.
I recently just saw a video. Some guy, he has different I can't think of the name of the business, but he has different like stores. It's basically like a consignment shop, so he allowed brands to, you know, come to his establishment and sell their items. And somebody recognized him at work, like while he was working. I believe he has a construction job of some sort, and he made a video on Instagram. It was like, you know, basically, you know, somebody asked me, why do you still work if you already making, you know, all this money? He is like, well, what's wrong with two incomes? Like,
seriously,
I like my job, and I use, you know, this money to invest in, you know, what I want to do. Like, you gotta. Everybody has a start. You start somewhere. You go.
Oh,
you gotta,
let me touch on that too. When you got people think when you got a business, you got money. Your first couple years being an entrepreneur, you make no money. Everything get recycled back into your business.
Definitely.
You might mess the money up and might buy yourself something, but you're not seeing no actual money. Like I like there was years like I didn't see money.
Yeah.
Like, people think like, oh, okay, you got business, you got money. You don't see money until your first, like, your 3 years. A little bit after that.
I always say, you, like, just because people that I know who have, like, a successful business, one of them being, like, Will, who is the owner of Benny Peru, he always said, like, told me, you don't see, you know, money in your first 5 years of business.
Seriously.
You don't see no type of money.
It's so
like,
tight, y'all.
Everything just get recycled. Like, even if, you know, you may drop some, you know, you may make 10,000, 20,000.
Right.
You gotta dump that back into the business to be able to continue to grow.
Now, I'm not gonna make it seem like you make no money, but you make a profit, but it's so little. Like, it's nothing. Like, the money you see, that's not yours. That ain't your money.
That's the business.
Yeah, that's the business money.
That's the business money. I always tell people when they be like, yeah, you know, you got a business, you do this, you got this. Like, bro, I work for all of this stuff.
Exactly.
They're like, what? Like, people like ask me about clothes. They be like, yeah, what's up with this? Or like, can I get this? And I'm like, I gotta ask the boss. Like,
right.
I work for this. Is not like I work here. I gotta, you know, I'm an employee.
Right.
Like, bro, what? You the owner? Is your no? I'm an employee. And you know, being an entrepreneur, a lot of people they don't understand. It's easier to work a 9 to 5 than it is to, you know, be an entrepreneur. Nobody down your back.
Absolutely.
Nobody telling you what to do. You gotta be down your back about meetings. Like, all right, yeah, I gotta meet with this person at this time. I gotta make sure I take care of this. Is way more on you when you're an entrepreneur trying to, you know, build a brand or keep it, maintain one, than it is to go clock in. Your boss or your manager say, yo, this was on the agenda. You gotta take care of this, and then you clock out after, you know, your 8
Seriously,
8,
being
10
an
hours.
entrepreneur,
Like,
you work all day.
You work all
the one where you wake up to the one where you go to sleep.
Even when you sleep, you work.
Like, you work all day.
Sleep,
like, that's how bad you gotta want it. Like, it just comes to you like, all right, I got something to do, or I gotta do this research, or I gotta think of a plan, or sometimes your connections, like your vendors, they overseas, and you gotta wake up on their time schedule. So like,
they is nowhere near on the same time schedule. It's time for you to go to sleep. They just waking up.
Exactly.
Now you up till 4 a.m. talking
on the phone. You on FaceTime. Like, it's so hard.
Yo, it's crazy.
It's
Some people don't really get that. Like, the time zone difference when you working with manufacturers or vendors overseas. Yeah. When it's daytime over here and it's time for us to operate, they sleep. They sleep. When it's time for us to go to sleep, they just getting up. So now you got, you know, you may have to be to work at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you up till 4 trying to make sure everything right. Y'all on FaceTime, like, they like, yeah, how does look? This cool. Could we, you know, continue to move forward? And they like, you like, all right, yeah, y'all can move forward. Like, hold on, no, y'all gotta slow down on that. That don't look right. We need to change this. Like, the time zone difference, it definitely would have you like up all night long. You gonna lose sleep. You gonna lose sleep. Now in business, you know, losses come with business, right? Losses come with business, but I don't like to call them, losses. I like to say they're lessons. You take a lot of L's. You learn a lot of lessons in business. Talk about a few of like the lessons you've learned while running your business.
Okay, when I first started my business, the lesson I learned, the lesson I got taught because of this mistake. There's was times. I'm trying to think of which one I want to talk about. I got a couple.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
You can talk about all of them if you want.
Okay, so I was like money management. So there's this time like my business makes some money. It's money. I got my profit. I wouldn't do the math right. This basic calculation can like mess you up, and your business will be affected by that. So I wasn't like, mind you. So what happened was. This is crazy. So my bank, my website, the money will go to my bank, it'll pay out, and I'll separate it. Like in my checkings and savings account, I will move some money to my checkings and move some money to my savings. So, one day the money get mixed up, and I didn't know which money was what money. So I end up like kind of spending the wrong money, and it was just a mess. That's why crazy. I recommend to get an LLC and get like a business bank account, so you can keep these things separate from your personal life. Because just something quick, like in your account, could pull the money out, or something just can happen, like that could have been avoided. So that's one way I learned the lesson to like keep my money separated.
And
even with an account,
lesson.
Yes, even with an account, like you have to keep your money in different places, not in your personal bank, because you got subscriptions pulling money out, and next thing you know, you ain't got no money left. It's just crazy.
Everybody watching probably got an iPhone, and y'all know, like I know, the way Apple pull out money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find yourself questioning, like you be asking, what are they? They just took money out for something. Why they still taking money? I know everybody think Apple getting over, and I'm with y'all now. I feel like they be getting over sometimes because there's no reason you wake up after already giving them their bread and they still just taking out money. You go through your statement, you just Apple. All the little increments of money just coming out. You like, where is it coming from? Where is it going towards? Like, it's crazy. And it's crazy because Apple actually had a class action lawsuit filed against them for that. Yes, they got a class action lawsuit filed against them for that, and they had to pay everybody out, some money. So I hope y'all filed y'all claims so y'all know y'all can get some bread. Speaking of that, is a bunch of free money out here for y'all. Y'all want some money from them class action lawsuits? Look it up and go file y'all claim. Get y'all a little $5. You feel me? Y'all be good.
That's one lesson I learned. I'm probably say like one more. Another lesson that I learned having a business is what's the second I want to touch? I said the money. I'm gonna have to say like website. So well, not really a loss, but I guess I could put it under there. Creating a website as well, like all that stuff plays into calculation. That's a bill itself, and you got to make sure you got the every month on top of your sales. Like just it's that's a lot to go that plays in support, like what all this stuff. Everything costs, like everything.
To touch base on that, I was watching a video, and the guy, he helps people, form LLCs and corporations and things like that. And he talked about the importance, of getting a business bank account and utilizing, lines of credit, grants, and things like that. But with that, he was speaking about, a business plan. In your business plan, it's basically just like a blueprint to your business. Like if you were to, submit this business plan for a grant, the people who are giving out the money, they'd be able to look over your business plan like, all right, this is the name of the business. This is what they offer. Here's like a SWOT analysis for y'all, if y'all know what that is. It basically just states like, your strengths, weaknesses, and a few other, points of data. But it basically is just like the business plan is just an outline of your business. But he talked about something called a business overhead. And just like you said, a website is a bill. And for like, your overhead is like, how much it costs to, run your business. If you got subscriptions per month, you got an email service set up, which is $7 a month. If you have a professional email. I
wanted to get to that too, the emails. Like those emails that come through, that costs. Everything just costs.
Everything costs from, the website itself. You got to buy a domain. I pay I believe, what is it, $12 or $13 a year for my domain.
Yeah,
It's
on
something.
my new site, I pay like 20 for my
Yeah,
name.
you gotta pay for
Especially
your
if
name.
you want a .com, it's more because like they got different ones. They got like .net,
.org,
Yeah.
.net, .shop.
But yo, I'm gonna teach you a little trick. That means something. Like the .net, that means commercial website. Like .org, it's about like information, like organization and stuff like that. Like that stuff really plays a role. So you need to choose the right one because it's like it helps like your name stand out, like what it is.
And a lot of people, like, a lot of times in like the, you know, just being around business, people say like it's pay to win, really. You know, when you go on Google and you search up something a broad topic, you know, a bunch of stuff pop up, a bunch of links. But those links that you see at the very top, they're paying to be there. Like, this stuff, everything costs. Everything. It's not just, you know, the stuff, the inventory costs. No, it's a bunch of stuff that costs behind the scenes. You know, the website, your email. You might have to pay for a phone number. And don't let you be, you know, you got employees, and then you got to pay, then you got people on payroll. You got to pay them.
Yeah,
So
that's what I had to go through.
Yeah,
I remember like when I first started my business, I'm in high school at the time. So like there was time like by the time like I get home, like the post office probably closed. So I had to tell my mom like, oh mom, like when you go to work, can you like ship my orders out, or before work, like can you ship these packages out to my customers? And like she doing me a favor, and I mean, I'm sure she didn't want nothing from me, but I made sure I paid her for it. Like, you take get gas, your car, to go to the post. I had to put her on payroll and start paying her to do that.
Yeah, definitely gotta make sure Duke's taken care of. So with you being, you know, a junior in college now, and an entrepreneur as well, how do you balance the two? Because school can be stressful, and entrepreneurship can be even more stressful. So how do you balance out the two to make sure, like, you know, you're not overwhelmed or too stressed out?
I create a good balance in my life, and I take like mental health serious. So like there'd be days where I won't do nothing. I'll do like I make sure all my stuff is in order, but like I will take time to you gotta have a rest day. So that's how like, I keep my composure with everything, and I make sure I don't go crazy. I got a rest day. And I think my rest days are normally like Thursdays. That's my rest day. Yeah. But so other days I'm working or I'm handling my schoolwork. I did create like a routine. Like I used to, like when I was like heavy on my Meirah business, I'll be like, okay, like Monday I'll just do like all my schoolwork. I'll make sure all my stuff done before like the due date, like 11:59. And then like Tuesday I'll put all my time into like, well after class I'll work on my business or whatever. Wednesday, repeat that, and then Thursday, take my break or whatever. But also, like I said, y'all, it is good to have support. Like in college, at my new college I'm at now, I met 4 girls, and like they like changed my life a little, like changed my life because like they're so supportive, like so supportive. Also, have connections and network, cause they're well, Buddha, he is like he's known for like a couple events he does. He has like events at like colleges, like open like concerts, like a lot of stuff. So he reached out to me like, hey, I want you to come to Lincoln and sell your stuff. So my friends was like, we gonna come, and I'm at my college, and like Lincoln, it's close, but it's a little far, it's like 30 minutes from where I'm at. So I'm like, okay, my friends like, we gonna come with you, we gonna help you set up and everything like that. So I'm like, okay. So my friends, they already got my merchandise or whatever. So everybody, we all wear like our shirts, and so I had like shirts, hats, socks, so we all got the gear on or whatever, and we had went up there, and I'm at a table. We at the table, and it's like everybody in line and helping me sell my stuff. And I'm like, oh, it was like so like so. I felt like so like happy. It was like so. It felt so good to have that support. Like my friends beside me selling my stuff for me. Like there's this time I got up, I went to a shop at other vendor sites, and my friends selling my stuff for me. Like one of my friends. Her name Hajara, she'll tell you like back of her head like, oh, my prices, oh, this costs this much, this costs this much, this costs this much. Then I got another friend ready to bag it up for you. All right, get items back, have a nice one. Like so having like a good village and support system is so important. Like they kind of keep me going because how excited they see, like how excited they be, makes me like, dang, like I can't give up. I gotta keep going. Like I'm like, dang.
They want to see you. Like
they think they probably think they're like I inspired them, but the whole time they inspired me. Like they inspired me to keep going. I'm like, oh my God, like I love the support I get from them.
They there help you out with things that
like
you
every
know you
step
need
of the
help with.
way.
Every step of the way, they want to see you win. I hear a bunch of people talk about, you know, just having people around you that want to see you win and are willing to, you know, help you in any way, shape, or form. You know, especially when you need it. Like having a team is important. I know you hear that all the time. And, you know, just having people beside you that's willing to, you know, come on to the team.
People that believe in you.
Yeah,
like something might seem impossible, but just that one person believing in you, it just give you that urge to really go chase it and that drive to really go like go get what you want. Like the sky's the limit. Like, nothing to stop you. The only person that's stopping you is you.
Definitely.
So if you watch this, you want to start a brand, get up, go start that brand. Go create a plan, start budgeting, start seeing the next steps.
You your greatest enemy. Only person or thing that stop you from accomplishing something, going to get something done, is you. Nobody else. Now, just, you know, you said you take mental health serious, right? With all of the stuff that, you know, is going on as of right now, just like, you know, as far as like social media and how it, you know, can affect individuals, do you feel like it's important for people to, you know, like be mindful of how much they pay attention to things, or like, you know, basically how much time they invest into like social media?
One thing I can say is social media is not real. I don't think social media is real, honestly, because I know the power of it. And some people take advantage of it. Like, I could simply post a picture of a palm tree and you'll think I'm somewhere in Florida the whole time I'm sitting right here. So it's like, you could be immature and believe what you want to believe, but it's not real, and I wouldn't let it get to you. Like, having things y'all seeing, it's not real. The person probably not even there right now. Like, it's just like, you just gotta like, I think I'm very like strong-minded. So I can't speak for everybody, but I'm very strong-minded. But I say it's not real, and like, don't let it affect your mental health or anything. And don't feel like less than, you're not good enough, or you gotta have this to like meet the criteria and stuff. Social
media is definitely not real. I come across that stuff a lot. Like, people may post something, and it might be somebody, you know, somebody that you know. They post something, and then you would think they on a trip somewhere. You call them, they in their bedroom.
Yeah, it's not real, and I wouldn't take it as serious as how y'all take it. Like, I wouldn't let it affect my mental health, or like, and also stop trolling on it so often. Like me honestly, I don't go on Instagram like that, or like I'm mainly on TikTok, but not even like that. Like, I probably go like on my way to bed. Like, I'll probably stroll, but during the day, I'm very productive with myself and my time. Like, cause y'all don't know, like, time is money. Like, the time you spend on Instagram, you can be like doing something better or more productive during that time. So it's like, also don't get a little like sidetracked by the app and always being on there consistent throughout the day. It's not wrong being on. I'm just saying, like, there's better things to do with your time.
I've come across a lot of videos that talk about this. Just like, you know, you said time is money. There's a motivational speaker, I believe his name is Gary. He talks about this all the time. Time is your greatest asset, especially when you're young. Like, when you're young,
it's so valuable then. Like, we don't got
time is a valuable thing. And if, you know, you speak to, you know, some older people, they'll tell you, like, young, like, you know, you got a valuable thing, and that's time. Like, use your time wisely. Time flies. Like, I know you thinking back to, like, just you graduated. Do it feel like it's been that many years since you graduated? Like, do it feel like it's been that long?
No, to me, but I ain't gonna. My issue is, y'all, like, once I like detach from something, like, it's in the past now. Like, that's just like, I'm really good at detachment. So like, it don't feel that long ago, but the way I make it in my head, it seems like long ago to me, because like, I've been like so away from it, or like, but I'll go back to my old school too. But it's like, I don't know, I'm detached from it. Like, even when I go back, I'm like, dang. Like, sometimes I be like, dang. Like, but sometimes it don't hit me. Like, the feeling just like.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was talking to Coach Child last week. We were speaking. He's like, yeah, you got to come back over there. He's supposed to be, you know, formulating this event, you know, with speakers, And I definitely think that we gotta get you on board to come talk down at the school.
Can we speak about our oh my God, we did a lot of things together, okay. We did a lot of things. Can we talk about like our mentors, like such as like CEO Dude and like Tone?
All right, definitely. Now I'm gonna be honest. Tone is somebody who I definitely wanna come across and sit down and converse with because he does a lot of great things for our community as a whole.
Seriously, that was my mentor. So it was a pleasure working with him. Like,
he do a lot of great things. I see a lot of people, mention him when they talk about just individuals who are doing like something for our community. Duke as well. Like, there's a lot of individuals out here who are doing right by our community, providing resources. Manny, off the top, I could think of Mr. Nomo. It's crazy. He just posted, he was trying to help younger individuals, I believe the age of 17, make some money by, just helping clean up the community. Mr. Nomo, Manny 215.
Oh, yeah, Manny.
Aunt Brown, CEO Duke, Tone. Like, it's a bunch of people.
A good one that I learned from, he not really that accessible, but a good one, his name is Neil Davis.
Yeah.
And I had got my first book from Neil. I had got like a, what's it called? Like the book you go on your phone. I can like an ebook. Yeah, I got my first ebook from him and like how to go viral and stuff and how to bring in customers and stuff. And that was really helpful.
Yeah, it's crazy. The event that they had for him when they gave him a street, like they named it after him. They redid the basketball court. That event was crazy. Like.
Oh yeah, his cars.
Yeah.
I never met him in person before, but like I always like communicated with him through like email and stuff. But I never seen him face to face.
Yeah,
but
he had a lot of cars
that was
out
decent.
there. He had a lot of cars out there, and it was great to see like somebody from here who's going on to do some great things come back to as a way to show that something is possible. It's different avenues you can take to get somewhere. And with that, for individuals that, maybe a mentor, just anybody that, you may look up to that's from here or have reached a place of success, do you look at these individuals like, yeah, I know it's possible. Like, I know I can go out here and make something happen. Like,
every time they show us that all the time. If I could do it, you could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of examples of people who are doing things. Even myself, I look at people from here that are in the lane that I'm in. As like motivation.
And it's different ways to do that. I feel as though sometimes we get caught up, or we trying to be like a boss, or like all trying to like have a business, which is nothing wrong with that. But there's different ways to make money. Like me, I just took a class yesterday, learning how to start Airbnb.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, like there's different ways to make money. Like you could use like I'm still building my business and stuff like that. I'm still building it, but also like I'm also like navigating to different ways to make more or like try different things. Like I said, my stuff is still building. It's not even established how I want it to be yet.
It's crazy that you said something about that Airbnb thing you took a class on. A cousin of mine who I actually spoke with, and we'll sit down and have a conversation. She's that's something that she does. So that I think I definitely would connect y'all to see like how y'all can learn from each other, or just game y'all can trade off with each other is a power in connections. And I know y'all definitely be able to help each other out. That's crazy that you took a class to
I took a class because this girl, like, she does it a certain way. Like this, I was learning from like what she does. She has like she go through like landlords. Landlords. He goes through them and like she asks connect. I think it's called like a corporate thing. So like she's like their tenant, but she ran out to other people. It's like a third party, and she just renting. Like she didn't buy the house or anything. She's renting. So she's also paying the landlord their money on time. Plus she got her own profit coming in, and she got a whole cleaning crew to clean the B&B up once her guests leave. So I kind of like that way too, because I like really don't like. I had to do a whole nother like line of like LLC to get that funding for the business. So if I could do it that way, I would love to. And that's why I took the class on it yesterday. And she said I have like a certain credit score, and then I can apply for something, and then everything will like kind of like I can build it up from there. That's
something that a lot of people are. A few people like now they're trying to get into that field. With you taking that class, I know you learned like some of the ins and outs. Some people feel like it's easy, an easy thing to do because they see other people doing it on social media. Again, what you taking that class? Would you say like it's an easy process, or would you say like it's easy, or you think people just like there's a misconception of that? Like
it's not easy. I wish it was. I would have been had one.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. Like you have to keep yourself educated and like explore like connections and like follow the right people. Like follow the right people because like she just posted the class and the class was free.
Yeah.
The class was free, so I took the class for free yesterday at 7 p.m. I took the class. Only thing that she has like an agency how to start and like the cost for it is $5,000 and they do like everything for you, like the paperwork. They does like they find you a home you can put on Airbnb, different stuff. So I do want to go to our program and pay the $5,000 to start that. But I'm happy I took the class so I learned like how to get there. I have to have a certain credit score to meet the criteria to complete that.
Yeah, that's good that you took that class. I'm glad you did that. That's another source of income possibly that you can have under your belt, or just like some game you can have, some word game. Now for the viewers that's watching, give them some words of encouragement, a piece of advice, something to just keep them going. And look, actually, before you say it, I want you to speak specifically to the females that'll watch the video, because as I said, you're the first girl to come on here and speak me. So I want you to speak directly to females who may want to start a business, or they are motivated to do something. Give them some words of encouragement.
Okay, give me 1 minute to think. I want to get something that's very useful. So let me think what I want to say.
All right, go ahead, take your time. Because why you think? When I started the the channel, a lot of the people that hit me up, it was like they were males, and I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want it to just be a bunch of men. We just out here talking, because the platform is to inspire people as a whole, not a specific gender or anything like that. So I was like, let me think about who I can get on here that's like a female, especially like a young female. To inspire, the younger females out here that maybe want to do something, but just females in general. Let me see who I can get on here. And the first person that came to mind was you. Okay. So that's why I reached out. Like, yeah, we definitely got to do this.
My advice to the females that want to start a business, I would say like save your money. Save your money. That's one, because like that helps with like starting it, and also like creating a plan. Like you have to you got to know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, like what are you actually like chasing, or what are you preparing? What are you trying to get to? So they like my two. But mind you, I'm also speaking from my own examples. That's kind of what I did. Yeah, I'm gonna say like one more thing that I think would be some good advice. And that would be to like be consistent. Like I can't stress that enough, because I wouldn't have made it this far while being consistent. Like I wouldn't have. So like definitely being consistent and networking.
And with the consistency thing, you spoke about how when you were in high school, you had a schedule that you had set, and you had a day that you would take off, just like a rest day for you. How important, like, did you have a moment where you didn't follow your schedule?
Like life happens. Like,
so compared to the time where you stick to your schedule, and when you didn't stick to your schedule, comparing those two together, when did you see the most results?
When I went by my schedule, of course when I went by it, because like it's more organized and I'm more like on a time frame with myself. When I get on, life happens. So sometimes you get thrown off, and when stuff throw you off, you might fall short, or you might don't got time for a certain thing, and that's just what happened. I couldn't prioritize the stuff that I wanted to do to a certain thing, like interfering with what I had already into play.
Yeah, being on a schedule is important. I could definitely say having a schedule helps you stay more organized. It doesn't clutter your brain. You don't feel so stressed out, and you can just look at a piece of paper, your phone, a calendar. Like, all right, we gotta take care of this day. It'll help you feel way better by yourself than just willy nilly through your day. Like, what I'm gonna do next. Like, if you gonna stress yourself out, is it anything like you feel like is important for like the viewers to know? Like just anything else you want to say, honestly. Any important piece of advice?
I'm sure I got something. It's kind of hard because we kind of answer a lot of questions.
Yeah,
like,
we
in the video because we had go like jump from topic to topic.
Yeah,
but I don't want to be repetitive and say the same thing again. Let me see. Something I would say. Advice I would give to the viewers watching is to network. Like, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. If you know the right people, you can get anything done, or you can like literally like start what you want to do instantly. Know the right people. Surround yourself with people that want to. Surround yourself with people you know that got what you want, and like take advantage of that. Mind you don't gotta know it all. You can really like know nothing. Just hang around the right people that know that got what you want.
exactly.
And that's pretty much what I do. I always hang around like leaders or other business owners to get a mindset of like, okay, how to do this, or like how, like what to do, or what questions to ask and stuff. And don't be scared to ask questions. I mean, yeah, don't be scared to ask questions.
It never hurts to ask for help.
Seriously.
Growing up, I dislike asking for help. And as I got older, I was like, all right, certain things I need help with, and I'm gonna start to need to get comfortable with asking for help. And I recently just got okay with asking for help. Like it took some time, but there's nothing wrong with asking for help. And 9 times out of 10, somebody is not going to say no to helping you. Whether you're a helping hand, they'll help you out. You actually be surprised. They might help you with way more than just what you need help with. Definitely. That's it, man. That's it. That's free. That's some free game for y'all to use. I appreciate you for taking time out to come down and speak with me today. I hope we could collaborate on some more great events.
Of course.
I hope we could do that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch y'all in the next episode, man.